not going to. So today we are going to, well, tonight.
Tonight is nighttime. If you want to see. It looked light, but it's not.
It's dark.
It's dark.
So tonight we just want to introduce ourselves, talk a little bit about our sisterhood.
We're gonna talk about our mother journey.
Wait,
How-
not yet.
Okay,
We just gonna introduce ourselves and tell a little about the people. Tell the people.
You know how cameras make you look 20 times fatter? I promise you, this ain't. It's an illusion.
Okay. So we're going to just give you an intro into our sisterhood and talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Whatever you want.
And we're going to end when it says 30 minutes because it's too long.
Yes, that is long. We're gonna edit this probably to be 20 minutes or less. So.
Okay. All right. So
When is your birthday? What year were you born?
I was born in July of 1992, July 25th. Leo,
Whole
what up,
birthday.
though?
They know your government now. Let's start over.
They know my birthday. It was a crisp morning with my mother.
I'm crying.
Went into the hospital into labor. And at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, while Fievel in The American Tale is on TV singing Somewhere Out There, I was pushed out of the birth canal and into my father's arms.
To the doctor's arms.
To the doctor's arms, where my father was waiting for me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm crying.
So yes, July 1992. I am 27. I can't do 7 with one hand. Years old. So when were you born?
I was born when everybody was born. I'm a Virgo, so what month was I born in? I was born in September of 1993. So that means we were almost Irish twins. But
13 months apart.
13 months apart, to be exact. If you count the months, because she was born at the end of July. I was born at the beginning of September. Anyways, funny story, my dad delivered me. My mom went to the hospital.
I have no idea laughing.
Because it's true. Mommy went to the hospital. I don't know what time it was. She know all the times. She knows all the times and everything. I just know
that she was born.
That I was born. I just know I came out the birth canal and into my dad's hands, for real. So, mommy was like, I gotta push. And the doctor was like, no, you don't. You're fine. We'll come back or whatever. And then the nurse came in to check on my mom, and my mom was like, you got to go get the doctor. I feel like she's coming. And the nurse was like, okay, I'll go get him. As soon as the nurse left, my mom's like, I got to push. And here comes my dad like, okay. Mind you, her birth was recorded. They had a whole camera set up like YouTube now. How you know how y'all YouTubers be? Uncensored. Camera. Flashes.
It's called Birthday.
Lights.
We popped it in. We watched it. We didn't know what it was.
We didn't know what it was. So we were young. We'll talk about that story later. And we had cousins over. But anyways, so I popped out and Daddy was like, oh. And then like 5 seconds later, my dad was holding me all bloody coming out the birth canal. And the doctor came in and was like,
this is the longest story ever. And she was the shortest birth ever.
Because it's more special, because my dad actually delivered me, and they still had to pay the doctor. We'll talk about that later, too.
No, we won't. So, yes, we are 13 months apart. I'm the oldest, and she is the younger sister. We also have a little brother who is 5.
We'll show a picture of him here.
No, we won't, because I don't know how to answer that.
We will figure it out.
I don't know how to do that. We have a little brother who is 6 years younger than me.
How about you do?
5 years
Enter
younger.
him here, now.
We ain't that tech savvy, okay? We editing on iMovie on the iPad.
What side?
Pick one. We won't edit that. Okay. So, yeah. So, we are...
Done eating.
Clearly, done eating.
Hold on, let me get fixed real quick. So, we are 13 months apart. We've been together since forever. We've always been near each other. Right now, we currently reside in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to the 614. I was about to say 937 because that's where we're originally from.
Yes,
We didn't
born
talk
and
about
raised in
that.
the good old city of Clayton,
We were
Ohio.
born in Clayton, Ohio. A lot of people are wondering, where is Clayton? It's in Dayton.
15 minutes outside of Dayton.
15 minutes outside Dayton, the suburb. We're not from Trotwood. We're not from
Trotwood's a
CJ.
suburb.
We're not from
CJ's not a
Wayne.
place.
We're
Wayne
not
is
from. We're not from. Wayne is an area. Huber Heights.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's literally the only, and Huber Heights is a suburb, so clearly we're not from Dayton.
We're not
from the
Dayton.
outskirts of Dayton,
Yes.
and that's okay.
But we say we're from Dayton because that's how people think about it. But yes, we live in Columbus now, the 614. So tell them about how you got to Columbus.
Yes, before we get into that, I just want to know that I was living my best life as a young wee tot, just being born, breastfeeding, toddling around, and then 4 months later, boom, here comes my mom saying that she's pregnant, and then this one over here comes in and tries to steal my thunder. Okay.
She didn't even care.
All
she did was read books all day.
First
and
of all, I was
the one
1 year
player.
old. Who reads books at 1 year old? For real, for real. I was smart, but not that smart. So yeah, she comes in and steals my thunder, but she keeps crying all the time, so her nickname was Crying.
That's true.
We have video evidence of me going off on my first Halloween night.
And we'll show that here now.
No, we won't.
We'll find it, Gabby.
I was off toddling around during Halloween, and then came home and I asked my parents, "Where's Crying? Where's Crying?" Why? Because Crying was laying on the couch crying when I left, and I came home and she wasn't there. I was like, "Where's Crying?" And my father,
The boogeyman took.
no, he said the goblins took her when she was really upstairs asleep. So evidence that her nickname was Crying because she cried all the time when we were babies.
It's true. It's true.
But yes, I graduated undergrad from the Ohio State University, so that's what brought me to Columbus the first time. And then I came back after
What year
grad
did you
school,
graduate from the Ohio State University?
in 2014.
2014.
And then I came back after grad school to work and marry the love of my life and get married and have a baby and do the whole family
You didn't
wife
talk about where
career
you went
thing.
to grad school?
I went to grad school to the University of Cincinnati. I went to grad school at the University of Cincinnati. Okay. Throughout my college undergraduate experience, this one right here followed me all the days of my life. My freshman year, who was at all the icebreakers? This one right here. Even though she was a senior in high school. And that's another thing about having a little sibling, okay? The oldest one gets all the sheltering. The oldest one gets all the protection, all the rules. But then as soon as I go off to college, this one has no rules. She gets to come up to campus, hanging out with me and my friends, going off with her friends that she wasn't supposed to have because she didn't even go there. She was in high school.
Her baby got hyped too. You see her legs.
I'm just saying, like, this is what happens. People out there who are the older sister, a younger sister, you get all the rules, and then the middle one breaks them. Do they get in trouble? No. Do they get rules? No. Do they have to stay at home and go to boring high school and have a curfew at midnight in high school? No. They get to drive up to Ohio State, Columbus,
every weekend.
Every weekend, hang out with her sister and her friends
College
doing college
kids,
stuff, and then
basketball
come
boys.
back to high school and tell our little friends, I was at OSU this weekend with my sister doing whatever we was doing. Okay? It's not fair. It's not fair. I feel your pain. Older children, I feel your pain. We in this together. Because this one right here.
We're all
Well, High School Musical for you there.
Okay.
All right. So, yes, that's how we got to Columbus.
All right, my turn. So I graduated from high school in 2011. And I went to the university. I'm not going to say the university because it's not Ohio State. I went to the University of Cincinnati, 513, graduated in 15. But on my college journey, you know, your girl got pregnant. Got preggers. The girl that you saw earlier, she's almost 6. Okay, that's Ava. I had her going into after my junior year. I had her my junior year.
You did have her your junior year.
I did have her my junior year, going into my senior year. Yep.
Because I was a senior and you were a junior.
Yep. Because I graduated in December 2015, so I didn't graduate in May. I graduated in December. So yeah, I had her I got pregnant at the end of my junior year. Had her November of my senior year. Took summer classes, all that. We moved back to Dayton for 9 months.
Shelby.
9 good old months. But we moved back to Dayton. Here's TT baby.
Dang, she was all sleeping, resting. Now she all confused. You sweaty.
So for 9 months, I went back to Dayton, kicked it, lost all this weight. You see I'm thick now?
Ooh.
Ooh. After those 9 months, I moved back to Cincinnati with my sister. She didn't tell you that part, but we lived together for the remainder until I graduated. And then we split apart. Gabby moved back to Columbus. Me and Ava were still in Cincinnati. And then like a year, 2 years later, I decided to relocate to Columbus because they had better job opportunities for me.
She was following me.
They had better job opportunities for me.
She was following me.
And my sister was getting married that next year. So helping her with the chair almost fell on the baby.
No, it didn't.
Some job opportunities here and helping my sister with her wedding. So we've been here for 2 years now. We moved here in 2018. So it's 2020 now. So yeah, that's what brought me to Columbus.
Yes. So I think the next thing we should do is describe our sister relationship.
Ooh. Okay.
This is the ask you got to answer first.
I knew you was gonna
How
do
would
that.
you describe our sister relationship?
So I would describe our sister relationship as we're like twins, okay? I would describe our sister relationship like yin and yang, peanut butter to my jelly, okay? We're very close. It's weird actually because we see other sisters and they're not like us. Other sisters that we've seen, they don't tell each other everything. They resent each other. They're jealous of each other.
Not all.
Not
some.
all. I said
We have
some.
friends who have very close relationships.
I have seen. I'm not talking about my friends.
I'm talking about
I'm saying some sisters we've seen. I'm not talking about our friends.
We do have a lot of friends who have great relationships with their biological
yes,
and
we do.
non-biological
Yes,
siblings.
I'm not talking about our friends. I'm saying we've seen sisters. Like if we were out and about or we've overheard or online. You know, people post a lot of their whole life nowadays, so you kind of see what some people's families are like. But our family is very close, and I feel like my sister is like my best friend. But yes, I would say that we're soul sisters. We're best friends. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really think we can get closer than that. She's like a mom to me too. I think she wanted me to add that in there. You can see her face.
I didn't say that.
She thought it.
I didn't think that either.
So yeah, she's like a mom to me. She always gets me in check and tells me what's real when I don't want to hear it. And guess what? I listen to her most of the time.
'Cause I'm right most of the time.
Do you know?
All right, it's my turn.
Her turn.
So I agree with everything that she just said. I think our relationship growing up, we were close because we were only 13 months apart from each other, and she was a big baby. It was just us for 5 years, and she was a big baby, and I was small. So like we looked the same size too. So it was literally like sharing clothes, sharing bedrooms, sharing panties. Just kidding, that's gross. But we shared everything. So I said growing up we were close. I think in high school it was really weird because she was super extroverted and I was super introverted. So like our paths kind of like overlapped in some areas and didn't in other areas. And people be like, oh, you're a Tatiana's sister. They'd be like, oh, you're a Gabby's sister. So it wasn't like the older versus like the younger. It was kind of like we had our own paths. Like people knew we were related, but like kind of not. We did butt heads a little bit there in the middle. But then when we went off to college, it was kind of like, oh, I don't see this person that I'm used to seeing literally every day of my life. So I think that brought us closer. I think you having a baby brought us closer, and then us living back together. I think now me having a baby has brought us closer. So I definitely would say that we are close, loving relationship. I definitely feel like I am the oldest most of the time. I feel like I'm one who gives more of the advice. Not that you don't give me advice that I use, but like I think now you're doing it more because like I'm a new mom and you've been a mom.
Other than that,
that's not. And you work in baking, and I work in education, so it's like I don't know anything about baking.
She said banking, not baking.
Oh, banking.
Banking.
Bless you, baby.
You. Salud.
Banking. She works in banking, and I work in education. So I don't really know a lot about banking. So I feel like I ask her.
I was about to say she knows baking a lot. She bakes cookies.
I love to bake. But yeah, so I think we've grown closer in that aspect. But yeah, I feel like we're a team, a united front against the forces of evil.
And right now, the forces of COVID.
Yeah, right now, the forces of COVID. Yes, because as you can see, we ain't social distancing.
Nope, we not, because we're your sister.
Because we're your sister. And we are self-quarantining. We only see each other. We don't see other people. Like, it's fine. We chilling.
Yeah, we're good.
We're safe.
We're safe. It's been like 2.5 months.
Yes.
If we would have had something by now, we would have got it.
And we have not had COVID. Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen. Hallelujah. Yes. So that's how I would describe our sister relationship.
Okay. What else?
Dang, why she start so much?
I want to talk about how we are sister moms. So, I became a mom at 21. 21. I popped her out the birth canal.
And so he's like, oh my gosh.
And I actually had everything on tape. Just like my mom. So yeah, I became a mom at 21, young, in college, trying to make it in life. It was hard. I am a single mom. So it was hard, but it was kind of easy because my mom, my dad, my sister, my whole family, my brother, everybody was so supportive.
Oh, we were so.
First grandbaby.
First grand.
From my mom. First great grand from my dad's family.
His dad's parents. Your dad's parents.
My dad's parents. So it was not the first great grand.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it was. I think about it like Joshua. No, Joshua was a grandbaby. Yeah, first great grand from my dad's family. Other side, it was still special. So yeah, I just feel like I had a lot of support being young and being a
We
mother.
woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drove from Columbus to Dayton because she was in labor.
I was induced.
She was induced because her water had broken. We can talk about that. Birth
Yeah,
stories.
we'll talk about birth stories the next.
Birthday doesn't.
Stay tuned to the next episode is going to be about our birth stories. Completely 180, okay? Completely 180. Okay?
Yes.
Very long, but a complete 180 of what happened to both of us. But anyways, that's when I became a mom at 21, and my journey was different than my sister's journey. I'm still single, too. So, yeah, out there. No.
Okay, and moving on. So, I met my husband in college, my junior year. We dated for the rest of undergrad, got engaged, and then I went to grad school, and then came back from grad school, and we got married. And we had this beautiful baby girl right here, little Miss Anastasia Elise Mildred Eskridge, on what?
So the whole government.
Okay. I think
She has a beautiful name.
We had her a year and like 2 months after we got married. We told everyone, we're gonna wait, we're not gonna get pregnant right away, because again, we had been together for 7 years and got married. So I assumed, oh, we'll have some time. I told everybody 2 years, or 2 continents, whichever came first. Then we had a baby. Surprise! 6 months later, we were pregnant, and I FaceTimed mommy, daddy, Tot, and my brother, and everybody was so excited.
I called it.
Here it is. So the first person, as soon as I peed on that stick, the first person I told was her. And I was like, I don't believe it. I'm going to take the test again. She's like, you're pregnant. I knew it.
Knew it.
Then maybe like an hour later, I peed in a cup. And then I stuck the pregnancy test in a cup. Ladies, you don't have to pee on the stick. You can pee in a cup, which is so much easier, and stick the stick in the cup and wait. You don't have to try to, it was too much work. So I did that, and it came back thicker this time. And so then I FaceTime her again. She's like, I told you. So when are you going to tell mom and dad? So we played a prank on Justin, and it backfired. And then we called mommy and daddy and told them. So funny. And everybody was happy.
Everybody was happy. And how old were you?
I was 26 years old when I got pregnant, but I turned 27 and then had her. So I was 27 years old.
She was 27. I was 21. 21.
21. That's 9 plus 10. Vine. Was that Vine?
That was Vine. All you young folks, y'all don't know nothing about that.
Vine. Go look it up.
Look it up. Because Vine was... TikTok nowadays, Vine was 10 times that. But shorter clips.
Yes, it was great. Why she look so mad?
She's looking at herself.
So yes, that's how we both became
mothers.
And Tatiana, my mom and Justin were in the delivery room when I gave birth to her. And then we was all in the delivery room when she gave birth to her. Whole family besides Justin.
Family except for Justin.
And if he was married, he probably would have been there too.
But we had this. I had to sneak a video, and we almost got in trouble.
We did get in trouble.
We'll talk about that in the birth video, which will be next. So, thank you for tuning in to. Here we go.
I don't know what it's called. The Puff Sisters.
The Puff Sisters.
Conversations.
Puff Sisters.
We ain't gonna have puffs every time.
No, but we just had puffs today, so that's why we
Team
said
Natural.
we got Team Natural. You want to get a zoom? Here's Tatiana's. What am I? A 4?
I don't know. That's a twist out.
Clearly, I've been natural for
5
years.
All
of this is natural.
Are you sure it's been 5? Yeah, probably.
No, I've been natural for 6 years because I became natural when I found out I was pregnant.
Yeah, she's 6 years old. You're right.
So I've been natural for about 6 years.
And I have been natural for...
Get close up. Put your head down.
9 years. This is my wash and go.
Her wash and go. This is my twist out.
So yes, and we love the puffs because they are
easy
and so cute, and they look like ponytails.
And Ava calls them pom poms.
She calls them pom poms.
My daughter, she calls them pom poms.
Pom pom balls.
Look at those poms in your head. I'm like, oh, Lord.
So yes, this is our first video of the, what do we call it? The Puff Sisters.
The Puff Sisters. And hopefully nobody else has that name. If they do, we're gonna change it in the next video. But yeah,
I feel like you should have conversations in there, but she don't think so. So won't talk about it.
What?
Like Puff Sister conversations or the conversations of the Puff
Sister talk.
She don't like that. Clearly, she's bored.
No, she's tired. This girl go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's 9:30. She been tired. Here come my baby because her iPad died.
Yeah, that's the only time you try to see us when your iPad died. You all up in the phone. Okay,
all right,
so
this is my baby. And we're about to leave. So we're going to say bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye. Bye. Thank you for watching.